What's up, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Toy Room Renovation right here on the Slam Sessions on YouTube. I'm your host, Albert Albanese, and this is the Toy Room Renovation. So this week we have a couple of new purchases. Probably not going to be much in terms of the setup. I think I kind of got into that last week about how right now I'm in a spot where I'm running out of room, and I really don't have a lot of room to put up anything new, except for certain things that I have specific spots for. So in the meantime, I'm probably just going to be doing some unboxings and maybe some fixing up for the next couple of weeks. Looks like if things go right in a couple of weeks, I'll actually be in the toy room for about like 2 weeks straight. I'll be living back with my parents for a little while when my apartment gets renovated. So I know I've talked about this for months, but there's been a lot of things that have deterred the actual renovations of the apartment. So with that being said, I've kind of been stuck in limbo, but it looks like things are going to start moving probably maybe by the beginning of February. So fingers crossed that pretty soon we'll have some more updates in terms of being able to put stuff out. But in the meantime, I do have room for certain things, but it's only for certain figures, can only go there. So you know how it is. You know, you've seen the way that the room's been set up. So hopefully I'll be able to start putting things out pretty soon. But with that being said, without any further ado, let's go and take a look at my purchases for this week. All right, so this first one's kind of almost a placeholder. As you guys know, I actually already have this edge. The reason why I bought this one is I really need a placeholder edge for my Hall of Champions shelf. So I'm not really going to spend a lot of time on this. We've already seen this. I actually don't know if I actually got this loose or in the box. So this might be the first time where we've seen it mint on card here. But this is the Edge World Heavyweight Champion figure. This is, as you can see here on the back, it comes in a set with Torrie Wilson and JBL. I'm still on the lookout for that Torrie Wilson and the Eric Bischoff from this set. So if anybody has them, please hit me up. But yeah, so it says the Ruthless Aggression era saw the rise of the Ultimate Opportunist, who became one of the most controversial superstars in history. So obviously this Edge is just going to hold a spot right now in my Hall of Champions shelf for all the times that Edge has won the world title. He's a multiple-time world champion, so I'm going to need multiple Edges. So I figure I may as well get a couple, and then worst case scenario, if anything, maybe I can do some fix-ups or some customs with whatever I have, but I really do like this Edge, so I'm glad to kind of have another one in here to kind of just keep a little bit of a spot open for Edge in my Hall of Champions shelf. All right, for my next purchase, it's the Legends Edition Series 21 Jimmy Hart. This is an awesome figure. This is depicting Jimmy Hart from his WCW days where he managed Hulk Hogan. So as you can see, super toyetic. He comes with the glasses. He comes with the Hulk Hogan bullhorn there. It actually says the Hulkaphone on it. He's got the point hands. He's got some extra hands in there. He's got a super toyetic outfit on. Jimmy Hart's one of the most toyetic people in pro wrestling history. So this figure obviously depicts how toyetic Jimmy is. Let's take a look at the back here. So as you can see, his little bio here talking about how he managed Hulk Hogan in WCW in 1993. He managed Hulk Hogan to the World Heavyweight Championship. So this is a perfect addition to the Hulk Hogan that came out a couple of Legend sets ago. Jimmy Hart actually goes right with that figure, so I'm actually excited to take that figure out, put it with this Jimmy, and display them together when I have some room for the WCW guys. This is a great Jimmy Hart, one of the most toyetic managers in the history of pro wrestling. Super happy to add this into my collection. All right, so that brings an end to today's episode. Now, I know this is a very brief episode, but like I said, I really don't have a lot of room to put some of this stuff out. So for the next couple of weeks, I might just be cataloging mostly just my weekly purchases, not really being able to put things out. What I'm going to do next week is I'm going to bring a tape measure up here. I'm going to measure everything out. And then hopefully the week after, I'm going to be able, or during next week, I'll be able to get some material and maybe build up some of these shelves. The thing about it is that that's such an undertaking, because the idea behind that is that I'm going to be taking apart 2 complete shelves in order to make room for everything. So let's just hope that I don't have a lot of purchases that I can get through. And I think that the next couple episodes might look a little different depending upon how I'm doing things. I might just really detail all of my progress when it comes to doing the shelving, and then kind of focus a little bit more on other things. But we have to take that as it comes. I'm gonna have to do a lot of working around, making sure things work, making sure things fit. So there's a lot of work left to do. But until next week, thank you guys for being here. I'll see you guys soon.